Hello, McFluffy52 here, back with some more March of the Machine action, and today we're playing Jund Elves with an Incubate twist. See, there's a cool interaction here with Jinnie Fay, which says if you create one or more tokens, you may create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance, and Incubate. So we have Incubate on Elvish Vatkeeper, which is a Phyrexian elf for 3, which says Incubate 2. Which is just one of our Incubate cards, and then obviously Glissa, Herald of Predation. At the beginning of your combat turn, choose one, Incubate 2 twice, or you can transform all your Incubate tokens, and then you can give your Phyrexians you control gain first strike and death touch until end of turn. So Glissa with Jinnie Fay here can turn into quite the monstrous engine where we're just every single turn we're creating two 4/4s with haste or two 5/3s with vigilance, and that can get pretty out of hand. Glissa on her own, though, also just creating more bodies over the course of a couple turns because you can incubate, you can like transform them for mana, or you can store them up and transform them all at once. And then if you want to, we have a few Phyrexians here between Glissa, which already has First Strike and Death Touch, but this is a Phyrexian, this is a Phyrexian, and this is a Phyrexian. We have some other elf cards that enable synergies. We do have like an Elf Lord in Standard, so let's see how we can do here on the ranked ladder with Jund Elves with an Incubate twist. Hopefully this will turn out pretty well. I play tested it and we can get out some pretty aggro starts. There's some cool Jund Elves, but if you have any questions about the deck, there is a full deck list in the description below. You can see the deck on Aether Hub, and you can also ask me questions in the comments down below, or join the Discord in the description and feel free to ask me there. This is a pretty decent hand, I think. We do have a 1-drop elf that we might skip on playing. Painlands, let's see how it goes. Not exactly the aggro start I was describing. I think we'll actually go for the Force Deer. But yeah, this is the Elf Lord, which is actually quite good. It is a 2-mana 1/1, which isn't so good, but on the flip side, other elves you get control, get +1/+1, and then whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay 1 green. If you do draw a card, it can be quite a lot of card draw. I think we're just gonna hold up here. The opponent's playing soldiers, and then we can tap this Rustvine Cultivator on their end step to put an oil counter on, and then we can use that to ramp potentially, because you can untap lands. Yeah, I was kind of worried that something like this would happen where they had something else to pump their Valiant Veteran. It's not like an attack in, but they don't go for the attack. It's kind of strange because we definitely wouldn't have blocked, but fair enough. Alright, we play this Citadel Stalwart, draw a card. Could also play out this Leaf Crown Visionary. Could also play the Elvish Vatkeeper. Trying to figure out what we want to do. We'll go with this because this at least leaves us open to playing out this. Well, let's go ahead and play this out. I think this at least gives us a decent blocker. We can't pay any mana. I guess we could have untapped a land there in a pinch. It's definitely not quite the ideal start, and our opponent curved out quite nicely between those two, and then that is quite... Oh, I should have activated the Rustvine Cultivator in response, if we're not planning to block with it. They do put a counter on the Muriel, which is sort of problematic. I think we'll go ahead and just play out this. Can't pay a green, but that does pump up the rest of our board, which is nice. I think we're gonna just go ahead, hold this up, and then we'll block with the Elvish Vatkeeper and the Rustvine Cultivator, their Muriel. Okay. Well, can't quite beat mono white soldiers on a quite nice curve. Yeah, I don't think this is exactly the strongest thing, but we're about to hit Glissa, which can be pretty crazy. I full control here. Can I go ahead and do this? Submit, resolve. Alright, remove full control, resolve, auto pay, draw a card. Okay, that is a pretty good card to have. But we can go ahead, incubate twice, and then now we can flip these incubates potentially for some pretty big value. Their Glissa is absolutely massive. So we're not exactly mono white soldiers, we're just mono white good stuff. Because Valiant Veteran, Siege Veteran are soldiers, and then Muriel's a soldier, and Recruitment Officer is a soldier. They're going to produce a bunch of 2/2 soldiers, because this makes them all 2/2s. Go ahead, block here, and block... I'll actually block Leaf Crown Visionary, I think. Opponent doesn't have any mana open to protect it. We do kind of lose a Lord here, but I think we will be fine, considering we have another. We go for the kill on that, which is good for us. Good for us in the most part. Okay, now that is awesome. We can play this because it has all of its alternative costs, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and play this out, I think. Do we want to draw a card is the question. Maybe we'll find a land here. We do find a land. Awesome. We can play this out and then play out Yavimaya Akano class. Ouch. And then I think what we're going to do here is we're going to transform all of our Incubate tokens. Just so that we have more bodies. And the next turn we can start producing hasty 4/4s to start sending in. Though I don't think we beat our opponent's board here. We do kind of have a engine going, though, so if our opponent can't, but I mean, yeah, they're Phyrexian Vindicator, and we don't have anything with reach, and we don't have any way of removing it. It doesn't have Vigilance, though, so at least when they go in ahead and attack in, we can potentially do something about that. That's the blockers. Block with the Yavimaya Iconoclast, I guess. My turn, so we got turn more to go before we're dead. Go ahead, draw a card. Sure, why not draw a card? Play out this, I think. And then we can play out this if we want. The 3/3, or sorry, a 4/4 good. I mean, a 4/4 is not bad. We do lose more life. Incubate 2 twice, and then this is where we get to do this. Create 2 4/4s with haste. Let's go ahead and swing in with a few things. See our opponent blocks. They don't have a ton of toughness just sitting around among their creatures, so at least each one of these should trade with a creature if they are blocked. We do have these 2/2s, but there's no point in attacking with them because they have enough like 3 toughness creatures that they can just choose to block them. Okay, that was intriguing. I guess we are just dead from an all-out attack. It didn't really count. I'm assuming we can make enough jumps where it's not entirely problematic, but could be wrong. Alright, blockers, chump this, chump this, chump this. Yeah, I do think we might actually just be dead. Block this, block this, block this, block this. And yeah, I mean, we blocked everything one-on-one. And yeah. That was a bit painful. It pays to be soldiers. I think soldiers might be a bit more supported than elves in standard right now, considering there are approximately like one card there's approximately one card that cares about elves. So hopefully this next match we'll have an opponent that doesn't get out to quite as a exciting start, and we'll actually get to overwhelm them with our engine. Draven, is a fun name. Alright, this hand, let's go ahead and, 3 Jinnie Fays, that's like 2 dead cards in hand, like a mulligan is pretty good. Alright, this is much better, I think. Uh, Elvish Vatkeeper isn't so hot in the hand. Again, our opponent's going first, which is not exactly helpful. Alright, Jinnie is nice. That's a nice card to draw into. We're going to drop Gallagreeters here. Opponent is blue. Maybe we go ahead and attack in with this real quick. They're going to counterspell this because it's mono blue. I've been running into more mono blue the past couple days. I've run into like 3 or 4 mono blue decks yesterday, I think. It's I haven't seen many in a while, but it's certainly a good archetype. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have played out the Gallagreeters and I should just wait and just attack in, but if I wait here, they're just going to find more spells and be able to draw and discard more things into the graveyard so they can drop a Tolarian Tear and then just hard block whatever we play. So there isn't much of an out here for us against this, so this might just be another unlucky match. I mean, when they start countering everything set from turn 2 and you can't get anything like meaningful down, it's kind of hard to win. That's what my experience has been with the mono blues that I've played against. Is they sort of end up going first, or they I guess the ones that I've played against the past couple of days. Yep, there's Haughty Djinn, that wonderful card. Alright, 1 blue mana open. Well, we can actually pay for a make disappear, don't tell them. Oh, they don't actually go for it. And then I guess we can play out Jinnie Fay. I mean, we can't pay for a make disappear on this, but are they going to make disappear it? Let's tap this. And then tap that one. Citadel Stalwarts. Tap an untapped artifact or creature you control. Add 1 mana of any color. So they were just going to hard counter. They should have hard countered the Glissa, I feel like. First Strike and Death Touch makes it a viable attacker. Though they can just bounce it to our hand and counter it next turn. That is the way of blue. Mono blue, at least. If you're looking for a deck that doesn't use like many rares, mono blue is definitely definitely it. You need 4 Haughty Djinns, and then that's pretty much I think the only rares mono blue runs. And it works. It works quite well. Haughty Djinn. I do not enjoy this card, I will openly admit. 3 mana for such a ridiculous like line of stats is quite annoying. Oops. My bad. Sorry. Sorry for being a little slow there. Draw a card, lose a life. I mean we're we're racing our opponent here at this rate with the way we're losing life to these pain lands and our own things. They should probably counter this. But are they going to? They don't. Alright. I think I can do this at any time. Or do not oh, I don't have enough mana. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can tap down our Rustvine Cultivator to get an oil counter on it so that we can have just a bit more mana at our disposal next turn. 2 Haughty Djinns. Now that is going to be hard to outrace with just a Glissa that can attack through because 4 toughness. Alright. 3 mana 4/4 flyer. All of their instant sorceries are also 2 cheaper now, which is cool for them. I never actually did that thing that I was talking about, where I where I tapped down the Rustvine Cultivator, but that's fine, you know. Alright, 7 damage. They just Flow of Knowledge and attack us next turn and we lose the game. It's Flow of Knowledge, they get to draw a bunch of islands, or draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, this game's over. That's 1 more card in the graveyard. They need to cast 1 other spell, which you're going to tell me one of those isn't a spell. Because each one of those pumps up their effective board power by 2. So they would go up from 8 damage to 10 damage, and they cast one more spell, and it's 12 damage, and we have 11 life. Mono blue. Buy yourself some haughty gins if you are a fan of that playstyle. Because that card is crazy. I've even seen a few brews of haughty gin like a while back. Not at least within, not in a little while, but some brews where it's like haughty gin plus a few other, or like Jetmier haughty gin where you're playing black for some removal spells and stuff. Alright, this is actually a pretty good curve. This is one of our more aggressive ones. We are on the play again. Alright, well, Gallagher's is not bad. We'll drop that turn 2. It will probably die. It'll be fine. But Yavimaya Iconoclast, I'm actually a pretty big fan of this card. 2 mana for a 3/2, and then you can also kicker it. And then when it's kicked, it gets an extra +1/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. Ay caramba, that was a little bit of a tough beat. Oh, that's an ability that triggers, so they could even cut it down before that triggers, which is kind of annoying. Alright, well thankfully that did not happen. Though we're going to be saying goodbye to our Jinnie Fay. Or sorry, our Yavimaya Iconoclast. And they get to attack in with their Graveyard Trespasser. Maybe this deck is much worse than I thought. We'll see. If we get this Jinnie Fay to stick around a turn, which is asking like a lot. Exactly. From this game.
Drop it.
I'm struggling here. I was gonna transform the they can make us discard something, so we discard. Oh, they make us sacrifice. Okay. There's nothing in our graveyard to exile. So they might just be playing another one this next turn, or like in their second main phase, so they can exile our creature now and gain life and do 1 more damage. Yep. Good old Graveyard Trespasser. What a fun card. Oi, oi, oi. Alright, well, hopefully all the removal will be gone so we can play out this Glissa and it won't die. I have hopes. I have hopes that like 1, 2, 3 removal spells and they're a little bit out of gas maybe. Hopefully we draw into another elf so we can play this Leafground Visionary and then draw a card. Ah! Ay caramba. Alright, well. This at least means our Glissa does something before it dies here to their 4th, 5th removal spell. And they've played like a few Graveyard Trespassers. They get to draw into more cards while also draining us. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, kinda dead. Just incubate twice, I think. Attacking with Glissa, you know, maybe we get a little damage in before our opponent domes us with a corrupt or finds another Invoke Despair off of their draws from their other Invoke Despair. I mean, now they just cast Invoke Despair and we are over dead. Ah, Shieldred. Okay, well. Our fun twist on elves is going to be a terrible twist on elves, and I guess elves are just also kind of bad. which was kind of understood, but oh my. It's cool if we can get it off, and all of our creatures are elves, except the ones that we create with like the incubates and everything, but then we can also like give them first strike and death touch if they're Phyrexians. I don't know what I'm trying to say about this. I'm trying to say that I feel like any person who watches this video and is like, okay, why are you posting this on the internet? This deck is awful. I just saw you lose for 20 minutes straight. Uh, I'm trying to justify that, you know? Justify losing 20 minutes straight. Ay, caramba. We get to, I mean, I could nah, the treasure token's probably worth it. Play the Leaf Crown Visionary. Okay, well, Leaf Crown Visionary for 4 mana, probably. Probably. I'm not gonna pick the Glissa, because we already had Glissa on the on the battlefield. Would you look at that? They did tax Leaf Crown Visionary. Not expected. Let's create a tap treasure token. I guess I could give it a +1 and then gone in. There we go. We found our opponent, the target opponent. How we're going to beat who we can beat. Person who did nothing until they played Anointed Peacekeeper. Well, that kind of ruins everything, doesn't it? Because we can't attack. His first strike and death touch doesn't work against a creature that never takes any damage. Okay, well, it's been fun. Alright, we're gonna attack in with Glissa. Maybe they'll kill the Glissa and then we'll... or they send it to our face. I mean, they could just send it face. They killed the Gallagher Readers of all things. Alright, well, plan failed. I didn't even realize that technically it's going to die on the second attack. Or the second part of combat. Oh. Just the second Phyrexian Vindicator I feel like we've seen. I mean, huh. Hmm. uh, I'm just at a loss for words for what I'm supposed to exactly be saying here. Thought this would be cool. Thought it would be cool to try and show off, but will we even be able to show it off? That is the challenge, I guess. Zimba. Alright, we have a curve. We have a curve. We have the engine in hand. Opponent's playing Jund. Or sorry, Grixis, my bad. Never mind. Oh gosh, Grixis isn't necessarily friendly. What is the right play here? Guess we play this out and then play out the Leaf Crown Visionary. And then our creatures can actually attack through quite easily. And then we can play Jinnie Fay and then Glissa. Take 6 damage, opponent, please. This is the aggro start. Here we go. Opponent. You have no mana open, opponent. Are you figuring out whether or not you want to chump? I guess that would be worth it if you're planning to Brotherhood's End. Our opponent is playing actually 4 colors. You're going to be discarding a Portal of Phyrexia. So a Portal of Phyrexia, Reanimator in... Oh, well, all our creatures die. So I guess that was part of the reason why, but they could have also just... whatever. It doesn't matter. We get to discard a bunch more with this Elder Dragon War. I don't think we actually beat this deck. I don't think we do. Because they can reanimate this turn. Atali. So they have creature reanimator, or creature reanimation. If they play a land here, which presumably they have a land in hand, or they could have dig deeper with Elder Dragon War. So they, oh, it's a tap land. So we survive a turn here. I will play this because we get a 3/3 and a 4/4. And then swing. No, let's not go in with Jinnie. Just in case they double block. I don't think they will, but... Alright, if they reanimate this portal this turn, though, they don't have enough white mana sources to do so, so... I'd be shocked if they did. Play down another Elvish Vatkeeper to get 4 toughness. I mean, sorry, 7 power and toughness for 3 mana. Split across 2 bodies, though. One with the multiverse. Okay. Do they have a... What the heck? Why are you playing all the tags? And I guess that's like a ramp plan to cast the portal if you have nothing else going on, but... And I guess it mana fixes. You can... Or filters mana, rather. 4 damage in the air. That's gonna hurt. Spirit Sister Call, they can sacrifice one of their reflections to get back their one with the multiverse. They don't have a treasure token, so they should have attacked in with a goblin, because they could also have gotten that. But okay, Atali, that also works. What do they get off of the top of the library? They get a Jinnie Fay from ours, and they get a... Oh, and Invoke Justice. Okay, well, good game. They return the Portal of Phyrexia, and we lose. Well, that was really cool what our opponent was doing, but it does kind of make me feel a little dismayed about trying to play this deck. I don't know if I have enough time to go ahead and switch to a different, or like, stop the recording and go ahead and record something else. And I thought this was cool. Like, I knew that Jinnie Fay worked with Incubate, and then I was like, but something that I realized was, or like, I know people know that online, but something that I realized is like, well, Jinnie Fay's an elf, Glissa's an elf, so what if we fit this old, like, Jinnie Fay combo into, Jinnie Fay Incubate combo into Elf Tribal? So that was the thought process. Whether or not we win is another question. I do think potentially if you just play like Monogreen Elves and you play like Nissa, you have a better chance of winning. Because you can just ramp into Nissa with Elves, and then once you have Nissa down, you can go ahead and kind of win from there. Bye bye, Galagreeters. It was nice knowing you. Opponent's playing Mono Black Toxic or Mono Black Proliferate of some sort. I don't know. But welcome to Standard. See things, see them die. Don't play ETBs, lose the game. Ah, we're Mono Black Rats, maybe. Okay. Nope, we're not Mono Black Rats. I don't know what we are. Oh. We will go ahead, play out Glissa. End this, just so that our opponent can't make us discard anything. We'll go ahead attack in with our 1/1. They can block it, but... we need to get rid of these rats somehow, but it's not really a feasible way. Another Whisper of the Dross. Drowning Acre, or Whisper of the Dross. Double Whisper of the Dross or Yavimaya Iconoclast. Yeah, I was kind of joking when I said that. Yep, they gain control of the rats. That thing has haste, and then when it attacks him, they can sacrifice a creature and go ahead and draw a card. Bye bye, Forest. Just kidding, they can't make us discard a Forest. Which I kind of wish they could. Because I'd love to see this Forest become something actually useful. Alright, we have nothing helpful. Jump block. Okay. Would really like to see our Glissa survive here a few turns. Please, opponent. They don't sack their Revealing Eye because they can jump block next turn. Liliana, they can make a sack creature. Probably sack a Loam Speaker because I don't think we need a Loam Speaker here. We can just attack face with Glissa. Because if Glissa hits face, we can also have it remove counters from Liliana. Maybe our opponent will block. I mean, our opponent can discard a card if they want. Okay, they let it go through. Probably forgot about this, but bye-bye. One loyalty counter. That's a little bit of a 2-for-1 action. We got Glissa going, yay. And we can also do that again if they don't block. We can make them lose their Echo of Death's Wail because it also says destroy enchantment, and that is an enchantment creature there. Because, well, it's one of the flip sagas from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. We can't make them get rid of their Phyrexian Flesh Gorger, though. That is an artifact. They could double block. Okay, they come in swinging. I mean, double block here, maybe? At the same time, I think we care more about getting rid of their Flesh Gorger. I don't know. Let's get rid of it. They can't kill... Oh wait, they kill both of them regardless. Cool. Alright. Oh, this deck's awful. Oh wait, no, they don't kill both. They kill that one. Sorry. Misunderstood things. You're gonna block with that. Alright. We're gonna be taking 6 damage. I mean, we could have held up Glissa Sunslayer as a blocker here. Probably would have been smart, but I'm kind of losing it here. My patience for this deck is fading, and this standard. Alright, well, glad you all joined me on this wonderful video. Sorry today, it's kind of, I don't have a ton of time to record. I thought this deck was kind of cool, but don't play it in ranked. And maybe just play it against Sparky. I don't know. I had success with it when I was playing. I played against somebody in the Discord, and I had success with it. Clearly in the standard queue, because you could see the match history, and it wasn't just a bunch of red down arrows of losses, but that's all we're going to get for today, I guess. But yeah, the deck, we're playing Elves Tribal, but we also have like the Incubate synergy of Glissa and the Elvish Vatkeeper, which Jinnie Fay, another elf, can make into hasty 4/4s, which is cool. Is it strong? No. Is the meta going to like destroy your soul, yes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, uh, I guess you're also a masochist. No, I'm joking. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you'll, or enjoy videos like this, perhaps you'll enjoy yesterday's video where we played, what did we play? We're just gonna actually go to the deck list. I'm not even, we're not even trying super hard for this video. We played Battles with All Will Be Won. It actually turned out pretty well. Well, it turned out better than that, let me clarify. We ended with like a 45% win rate, coming in with like over 50% win rate at the start. But it was pretty cool to see it go off. All Will Be Won go off, so perhaps check that video out. It should be on the screen about now. Have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.